and welcome, Lynx here, and a new game from WinCloud has dropped. That's right, the Bunny Girls, Sakura Bunny Girls continues. The franchise is not finished, which I'm glad about because Bunny Girls was fun. And Bunny Girls 2 is here. For those that do not know about the game, let's get a super short description. Your favorite bunny girls are back. Picking up from the last chapter, you once again take on the role of the security guard who encountered the supergirls. This time for, you'll dive into an investigation surrounding a mysterious crime linked to them. The fact that we see servers and so on the main screen here. Things might be very interesting. I played the first game, if you want to see that, because you haven't, link in the description to the playlist, but maybe do that after watching this video. Yeah, let's begin. Sakura Bunny Girls 2 by WinCloud. On Steam, obviously, also link in the description. It all started as an unremarkable job like any other. A recap: picking up a confidential briefcase, transporting it to the other side of the city and ensuring its safety. Anyone unrelated to Ishigaki Incorporated wasn't allowed to lay their hands on it. Simple enough, or so I believe, until she showed up. Satomi, a mysterious girl working for a rival company, was sent to retrieve what became my objective. She took out the entire security team by herself without breaking a sweat. And then she targeted me, displaying her unnatural powers as she attempted to seize the briefcase. As fate would have it, however, Satomi and I would end up working together once I successfully finished my mission. It's rather strange, but coming to think of it, after everything we've gone through, I guess I could consider her my friend. Or maybe something more. Indeed, our friendship isn't regular in the slightest, for hardly anything in this story is. Best girl. Something similar happened when I came across Yuka, the self-proclaimed protector of the old neighborhood. She mistook me for an unscrupulous banker looking forward to taking advantage of the poor and ended up using her elemental weapons against me. Thankfully, I managed to speak some sense to her, defusing a situation that would have had dire consequences for me, of course, not for her. Ironically, our next meeting wasn't any better. When our paths crossed again, there was an unavoidable conflict. Satomi and I were guarding a building that Yuka was bent on capturing so that we couldn't demolish it. Ultimately, after a grueling battle, she lost, but only thanks to Satomi's immense power. Despite that incident, Yuka never turned into my sworn enemy. Oof. I did what I had to do, and in a way she understood. Business is business. It has nothing to do with our private affairs. That's why she asked for my help when a group of unknown attackers tried to raid her hideout. She hired me to investigate the case, hoping I'd be able to find the mastermind who was behind the vicious attack her people suffered. Aware that it wasn't going to be an easy job, I met with Riko, yet another girl with the incredible ability to control those with weak wills. She helped me out when Satomi was after the briefcase, and I paid the favor by lending her a hand when she was exposing the dirty laundry of corrupt company. We need that. We need to expose all the companies. Let's get them all and crumble. She owed me nothing, for if anyone was to assist me and make some progress, it'd be her. Under the influence of her powers, the commissioner admitted to being bribed by a girl wearing a bunny suit, one that nobody knew the existence of. After that discovery, the case began to grow cold, for I refused to let it go. That's right. Because I'm a stuck-up like that. I would be like that. I would be like that. Finding that fourth bunny girl became my objective. An objective I was going to carry out until the very end. One way or another, I complete every single job I'm assigned. Which brings me to the here and now. I don't remember what voices I was giving. Wow. Man, it's been so long. What's up, Rico? Welcome to this street, huh? Ramen. Star, I'm guessing that might be a bar. Club night. Thank you. Okay. She looks fantastic. She looks fantastic.
I'll be damned, Yori! Not only Satom is apparently off the hook, but also there is another bunny girl. A bunny girl that could be wickeder than her? That's quite a scary thought, if you ask me. We've got to find her at once, but yeah, easier said than done. She's being cautious as to not expose her true identity.
How could she not? She entered the city harassing Yuka's gang. At the very least, she's made a powerful fool, one that's seeking revenge. She best be extra careful now that we're on the lookout. However, no matter how hard she tries, we'll unveil her identity. She crossed the wrong people with that cruel attack.
You bet we will. Dealing with Satomi's misdeeds is more than enough for me already. Like, Yuka isn't exactly the shining example of a perfect citizen, but at least she fights for what she believes is best for her people. And she doesn't seek trouble outside of the old neighborhood, so there is that.
Riko cackles at her comment, indirectly admitting that she prefers Yuka over Satomi.
Same.
As far as I'm concerned, neither of them are black or white, more like a mixture of grey. Arguably, one mixture is darker than the other. I think we can agree that there is much to discuss about this case, Rico. How about we return to your apartment and resume this conversation there, huh? It's unwise to talk about these sensitive topics in the middle of the street.
No way we're going home, Yori. I'm starving from investigating this hard. Can we go somewhere fun and have a snack there? If it's private enough, we can even continue our talk there. What do you say?
You've got plenty of snacks and beverages at home. What do you say we go to Mei Mei's coffee shop? What if we run by chance into that bunny girl? Right? Also, I have to say this. Riko is a great snack herself. Come on, like, ugh. Anyway, let's go Mei Mei. Private enough. What do you say we go to Mei Mei's coffee shop then?
Mei Mei's coffee shop? I don't think I've ever been there. What is it?
It's a cat-themed cafe where nobody bothers you. We should be able to continue discussing this topic rather safely there.
Is it cool? We're not heading there unless it's cool.
Well, depends. Do you consider a hot brew decorated with foamy cats cool or not?
Oh yeah, that's totally cool. I can't believe I haven't heard of the place before. But just to be safe, there are no actual cats there, right? Just cat girls without anyone else to accompany them? You see, I'm kind of allergic to their fur and I'd hate to start sneezing non-stop.
There are only cat girls around the shop. You should be fine, Rico.
In that case, what are we waiting for? Let's go visit Mei Mei's coffee shop or...
Whoops.
Or soon to be... headquarters!
With a peal of hearty laughter, Rico curls her arm around mine, waiting for me to take the lead and guide her to the quaint coffee shop. She's great too. Damn it. If I'm not wrong, I should be only a few streets away from here. Knowing Rico as I do, if getting there took us too long, she'd head into the nearest random place as long as it served food. And we simply can't have that. Not now, at least. Who knows which places are compromised and which ones are not. A new bunny girl is proving to be resourceful. She could have prying ears and eyes all around us. Traversing the... This was Mei Mei, right? Yeah. Wait, was Mei Mei shown on the screen the first game at all? I don't remember. I'll be honest, it was Wow, the first game was in July 23, by the way. I mean, I think it might be fair enough of me to not remember some stuff. Right? Right? Please agree. Traversing the winding set of streets that cleave Mei Mei's coffee shop from our previous location, we go into the colorful establishment, where we're greeted almost instantly by its owner.
Welcome back, sir! It's a pleasure to see you again so soon! I hope you don't mind my risky remark, but this time your companion's different! However, let me just say that she's just as charming as the previous one! Would you be as kind as to introduce us, or do you prefer this meeting to be intimate?
Mei Mei addressed her question with an impish grin, prompting Rico to glance at me with confusion.
Different companion? Have you been here before with someone else, Yori? Huh? And judging from what she said, it was a girl no less. Please don't tell me it was your girlfriend. That would break my heart.
Piggy on Mei Mei's teasing tone, Rico's bafflement swiftly transforms into mischief, joining her in her attempt to make me feel embarrassed. Spending time with these two could be truly dangerous. Good, it was your idea. I don't know where did you get the idea from as well. It's not like I decided for you.
If I'm not wrong, he claimed that the girl in question was only his perfectly innocent courtier. For what does a cat made like me know? These velvet ears of mine are whimsical and listen to whatever we wish.
It's Mei Mei. I'm calling it. It's Mei Mei. Not satisfied enough, Mei Mei doubles down her teasing, putting me further under the spotlight. Is it me, or is she developing a taste for ruffling my feathers? I best keep this in check, or else it might get out of hand quickly. Could you please show us our table, Mei Mei? My evil matter should remain private. The first one she will go with. Let's go first one. Could you please show us to our table, Mei Mei? Let's go that. This has been fun and all, but could you please show us to our table, Mei Mei? We're not here to discuss with whom I've had coffee with, especially with my friend around. We're here to tackle some serious business privately.
Oh, I see. I wasn't aware of that. Just follow me and I'll take you to the most discreet table of my establishment. You should be pretty familiar with it already.
Unashamed, Mei Mei winks at me as she conveys her playful observation, fueling Rico's curiosity so much that there is no doubt she'll ask me about this obscure girl as soon as we sit down. I'd rather not tell, since there is some bad blood between them, but it's not like I have a chance now after so much teasing. Yeah, it was Satomi, wasn't it? I believe. It was Satomi that I went to this cafe with, or more like I ran into her over here. Sooner or later I'll have to go get even with you for this, Mei Mei.
This is your table, sir. Far away from everyone else, just as you like it. Now, what would you two like to order? The menu is left, so please take your time while examining it. Well, it's my first time here. I'm open to suggestions, Mei Mei. If so, may interest you in some pastries. They're always fresh out of the oven. And the vanilla ice latte we prepared here is simply perfect. You won't taste something like that anywhere else.
Okay.
I can't say no to sugar. Bring me the sweetest and most playful cake you've got. As for the vanilla iced latte, you can sign me up for that as well. Just make sure the phone drawing is overly cute so that I can post it on my social media.
Ugh.
Sure thing, miss. What about you, Sarah? What would you like to order?
To keep things simple, bring me the same as her. I'm sure it will be tasty, like all the things in your coffee shop.
Ooh, aren't you a charmer? No wonder the ladies want to spend time with you.
We need to date Mei Mei as well. Mei Mei smirks devilishly before she retreats behind the counter, ultimately entering the kitchen as Rico proceeds to stare at me. The mischievous face of hers is giving away her upcoming question.
Well, dame, who'd have thought you were a womanizer, Yori? I'm at a loss. I know who is this other girl Mei has been teasing you with.
You're being falsely positive. Positive? Where did I get the positive from? You're being falsely polite, Rico. You won't stop nagging me until I tell you, isn't it right?
You've got me. I'll keep asking you until you give up. So yeah, do us both a favor and speed things up by sharing that little secret with me.
Fine. The girl Mei Mei has been mentioning since we entered the establishment is Satomi. As I expected, Rico's jaw drops. Her previous playfulness now replaced with genuine confusion.
Hold on a second there, Satomi? Our Satomi? The one that would wreck half the city to appease her superiors?
That Satomi, yes. However, she isn't that heartless once you get to know her better. Thankfully, I had a chance to have a chat with her when I thought she was going to crack my head open for making her fail her mission.
You see, I find it hard to swallow, Yori. I've been dealing with Satomi's business for quite a while, and the way she carries out her tasks isn't gentle in the slightest. Are you sure she hasn't brainwashed you somehow? She could master mysterious powers that neither of us was aware of.
I'm sure she hasn't brainwashed me. She's just in a tight spot regarding her work. With a little luck, that will change in the near future and should become less troublesome for you.
Yeah, right. She's been like this for years. Deep down, I'm certain she enjoys what she does. A tiger can change its stripes, after all.
Refusing to believe... technically a bunny girl, but... anyway. Refusing to believe Satomi's character isn't that shallow. Rico goes once more as Mei Mei comes in our direction with a tray brimming with delicious-looking cake slices and a pair of tall cups decorated with foamy cuts. Upon reaching the table, Mei Mei proceeds to serve our order, grinning widely as she does so.
I hope you're ready for a perfect, delightful treat! Today's special cake was red velvet, so I decided to bring you some.
You know what? Isn't red velvet like somehow a popular choice for anime world? I don't know why, but I have that feeling. Also cheesecake, I guess, but...
It was baked with lots of love and even more sugar. You won't be disappointed.
I mean, sure.
And last but not least, here's a cup of our finest brew, a companion to cake adventure. I sculpted the foamy cuts myself just for you. Oh snap, that looks incredible. I thought I'd have to come here more often, and you'll be coming with me, Yori. Mimi's coffee shop is officially our headquarters now. Hey, headquarters? Aren't you going into adventures together?
Kind of. However, even if Rico loves being open about it, it's actually a secret. Our employer would be seething with rage if we disclose the details of our job.
I see. I'll let you discuss your super important business alone then. Don't hesitate to contact me if you need anything else. You know where to find me.
With a courtesy and a playful wink, Mei Mei darts to the counter, stealing a peal of laughter from Rico as she produces her phone.
I met that girl literally minutes ago and I already like her, Yori. Now, would you mind leaning back a little bit? I've got to take a picture of this amazing grab to make people jealous online.
I would lean in instead. I didn't know you cared about social media that much, Rico. I was convinced you were more reserved. Especially taking into account the kind of club you brought me to.
Well, it's not like I care about what happens online. To each their own, plus the life that's worth living is far away from a screen. If I admit, it's pretty amusing. Posting these pics and making hundreds of people go like, "Oh my god, that place is so cool! You got to go with me there next!"
Isn't it cruel to make people jealous as long as you help out Mei Mei? Yeah? In all honesty, that doesn't sound right to me. Personally, I don't care. But I guess it's fine as long as you help out Mei Mei. Yeah, make her business boom. Despite everything, you're promoting her coffee shop.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Indeed, people will be sad they won't be able to date me, for they'll drown their sorrows in sugary drinks with cats on them.
Okay. Why is it not... Oh.
All is well that ends well, don't you think?
Maybe just hurry up and take the picture, please. All this waiting has made me a bit hungry.
You've got it. I don't need to get the angle right.
Rico waggles her arms for a while, attempting to capture the whole tray under the best light possible. It takes her quite a bit, but she snaps a picture she's sufficiently satisfied with.
This will do. Now, for the best part, let's dig in.
That's a good CG, okay? That's a good CG. Returning her phone to the pocket, Rico seizes the fork and begins to decimate her portion of cake, relishing for roughly every single bite she takes.
Oh boy, I haven't had something this nice in ages. Seriously, from now on, whenever we've got to discuss something related to bunny girls or work, we'll do it here.
Fine by me. This table should be private enough to talk about those affairs freely. And speaking of which, what about the attack that targeted Yuka's hideout? The trail is becoming colder and we need to do something about it before it disappears completely.
Ah, right, I almost forgot. You see, one can work on an empty stomach. But now that cake's coursing through my veins, I can think clearly once more.
Okay. Rika accompanies her claim by sipping it from her cup, staining her lips with foam that she promptly licks away. Alright, I will drink some water too, I guess. Much needed.
So yeah, about the raid, I'm still convinced it's related to Satomi somehow. And before you say anything about how great she actually is despite working for a cold-hearted comedian, double-check her innocence. Because think about it for a second, Yuri, what are the chances of a 4-bunny girl coming to the city?
Okay, what are the chances of 3 bunny girls being in one city? Like, at this point, 4th one would not be a surprise.
Beyond tiny, am I right?
When I asked her about this matter, she assured me that her company didn't take part in it. Which could be true. If they had been behind the attack, they would have sent her to get the job done.
Poor unsuspecting Yuri. Large companies like those have 1,000 tricks up their dirty sleeves. They're not to be trusted. For now, our best bet is to ask Satomi about this again. Even if she wasn't directly involved, her company might have been. So maybe, just maybe, she could give us more insight if that was the case.
And what will happen if she's right and her company's off the hook?
Then we'll have to hit the library, read every single Sherlock Holmes book available, and put our thinking caps on to find the 4-bunny girl. It will be like finding a needle in a haystack. Trust me, I spent several years believing I was the only one.
And look at that, I ran into one and suddenly we all know 3. Yada yada. And the 4th one is supposedly around. Rico dissolves into laughter as she continues to polish off what's left of her red velvet cake, not sparing even the poor little crumbs that keep landing on the plate. You know what bothers me about you, speaking of red velvet, by the way? The fact that it's not, there is no red in this cake. Come on. Where is the red? Just a little thing, right? To poke fun at. Entertained by... I mean, this cake looks freaking delicious anyway. I would eat that. I actually like cakes, okay? I'm the My preference is cakes. Definitely. Not the other way around. Anyway, entertained by these sights, I chucked softly as I proceed to take care of my own cake. Its intense yet agreeable flavor invading my palate almost instantly. You'd just like a super nice cake and some tea alongside it. Oh. Let's go. Anyway. However, despite how sweet this treat is, I can't shake off the bitterness of having to inquire Satomi about the same topic again. She insisted on her innocence and I believed her. Knowing her as I do, she won't take lightly to being interrogated once more despite all the previous talks we've had. Yeah. Okay. This night sky, I feel like is being used in all the Sakura games. Yeah, I would say so. Anyway, after having bid Rico goodbye, which took an unduly amount of time after a firm request to have yet another coffee and more cake, I mean... I'll be honest, I would spend a lot of time with Rico if I could. So I would have not a problem with that. And even more cake. I set off to Satomi's apartment complex. The sun is nowhere to be seen near the horizon. She must have arrived home after a long day of work. I hope it was a good one, because my pointed questions are about to make it worse. Store, music store. Vintage, I guess. And like, I don't know, Dakota Cafe? With the regrettable thought in mind, I ring the doorbell, waiting for a familiar voice to greet me. The intercom doesn't take long to boot up, producing a sharp beep to inform me that I'm no longer alone. Aki? 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 Who's Aki?
This is a private residence. We're not interested in whatever services you're offering. Thank you.
First you mistook me as the mailman, now you mistook me as a peddler. I really need to change myself so that I become more recognizable, huh?
Yori, is that you, sir? My mistress's acquaintance.
I believe she called me friend once, but yes, that's me. Satomi here. I mean, home. When you talk, it's a delicate matter.
My mistress is home, yes. She arrived recently and she's tired. I'll ask her if she'd like to enjoy your company. Please be as kind as to wait while I ask her.
Not even 5 seconds pass before the door unlocks on its own, wordlessly answering Aki's query.
You're in luck, sir. My mistress is interested in spending some time with you. She'll be waiting for you on the balcony. Please do not linger. You're fortunate she's allowing you to enter.
I am aware of that, Aki. Still, thank you for conveying my message to her. The entry phone... I'm curious about Aki as well. Can we see Aki? The entry phone goes silent as I set foot inside the building, directing my steps towards the elevator. I hope you've uncorked another bottle of white wine, Satomi. I believe we'll both need it. Hello. Dutifully, Aki and Ayako escort me to the balcony, closing the door behind them to ensure our privacy. That's where I find Satomi, leaning against the balustrade while gazing at the spectacular views that can be seen from her apartment. But my view is spectacular right now. Just look at her. Simply stunning. Acknowledging my presence, she turns around and beams at me, handing me a glass full of what I believe is pink wine.
It's a pleasure to meet you again, Yori. I must admit, it makes tedious days like this more bearable.
Oh, just you wait.
But please don't get lost in my rambling. Savour this rose wine first. It's from Italy, one of the best bottles I could lay my hands on.
I mean, I appreciate it, Satomi, and here I thought it was called pink wine.
That's common mistake among those who are getting introduced to this flavorful world. But don't worry, with me you learn all there is about wines and how to enjoy them to the fullest.
Satomi smirks at me almost seductively as she takes a sip from her glass, triggering me to do the same. Cheers. Unlike the white wine I had with her last time, this brew is fruitier with a citrusy aftertaste. It's more refreshing and still I'm certain it's just as heady. Dude.
Look at those thighs, man. Here we are again, Yori. Leisure drinking after an exhausting day packed with work. Aware that tomorrow will be the same. As the saying goes, there is no rest for the wicked, is it now?
I'm afraid not, Satomi. There is always another mission coming after the one we've already completed. But this is how the world is. We keep going, hoping to make a difference along the way.
How it made a difference? Sometimes for the better, and sometimes other times for the worse. For I guess that in the end, my actions balance themselves out, or so I have faith that it works that way.
Satomi giggles softly at her comment, wetting her lips with her bubbly drink. I can begin to imagine what she's been ordered to do for her company this time.
Anyway, I assume you haven't come to visit me only to hear me talk wistfully about life, Yori.
What if I did?
There's something up, huh? Something that either affects me or is related to me.
Oh, that's correct, Satomi. I mean, I've used my free time to continue investigating the goons that assaulted Yukasi hideout. And I've discovered most interesting piece of information. A girl wearing a bunny suit bribed the police to not meddle in their dirty business. Upon hearing the fact, Satomi leans forward, her curious gaze locked my face.
Ooh, a bunny girl, you say? You've managed to baffle me, Yori. As far as I know, there are only 3 bunny girls operating in the city. Riko, Yuka, and me. It's been like that for an awfully long time. A 4th girl couldn't have appeared out of the blue. It arrived in the city expressly to attack Yuka and destroy her gang. Are you sure they're not in some sort of shady business? You can draw truly unwanted attention if you stick your nose where you shouldn't.
Okay, Yuka only cares about the old neighborhood. I can picture her pissing off evil corporations. Unless said corporation would want to buy out the neighborhood, I guess.
It doesn't have to be an evil corporation. She's infuriated many powerful people and made a fair bunch of enemies. One of them might have decided to put an end to her folly and hire mercenaries to take care of her for good. Take it from me, don't go against the bank unless you know what you're doing.
Keeping her scoffing tone, Satomi chuckles once more, emptying the contents of her glass. With nothing else to drink, Satomi detaches herself from the balustrade, itching in my direction with a devilish expression I know well.
Ha! Still, despite your beloved friend having earned quite a grisly reputation, you dropped by to accuse me once more. No! What? What? No! No!
There's a 4th one, I just said that. Maybe you know of her, that's all I'm here for. Come on.
Isn't it right, Yori? I could tell what your intentions were from the very moment you rang the doorbell.
Damn it. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you, Satomi. What you said sounds feasible enough. For Riko insists that it's extremely unlikely for a 4 bunny girl to have appeared in the city. She believes that your company is behind the attack, even if you're unaware of it.
Ah, Riko. She truly is unable to stomach me. I don't blame her for. We've been locking horns since we met. Understand her having a, let's say, negative bias against me. But holding me and the company I work for responsible for every single bad thing that happens is a little bit too much. Tell her on my behalf that she should stop allowing her feelings to cloud her judgment.
Will do. And let me say that she won't like hearing it one bit.
I know. I wish I was there to see her face.
Satomi accompanies her message with a playful wink, fetching the bottle of wine afterward to delicately pour some more pink liquid in her glass.
So yeah, as I was saying, my company don't orchestrate the attack, Yori. I'm the sole bunny girl working for them, and wasting my skills to bribe the police sounds utterly ridiculous.
Yeah. Sounds like waste of money as well.
You know, firsthand, I would have burst in the building with my bare hands and emptied it in a matter of minutes.
Are you positive the company isn't keeping secret for you? How confident you are there is a rock bunny girl. Are you sure, Fo? Let's go with the second. How confident you are that there is a rock bunny girl in the city, for Satomi?
Pretty confident, Yori. There is no other reasonable explanation. Because do you have an idea how complicated it is to find and convince someone like me to take care of the dirty jobs? My company can consider itself unbelievably fortunate I'm doing that for them.
Displeased with that fact, Satomi heaves a long sigh, shortening it by sipping from her glass.
Seriously, Yori, you need to accept that the scope of the attack is way bigger than you imagine. The sooner you do that, the better it will be for your case. You will start spotting leads where there was nothing before. That said, and since I don't want to end this conversation on bad terms, would you accept an invitation from your friend? I want to invite you for some coffee in Mei's coffee shop.
Of course!
That should dispel your mistrust towards me.
At this point, we should ask Mei if maybe she has like a room we could sleep in, because we probably will be there every day. Anyway, is this bribery or a sign of good faith, Satomi?
A mixture of both. However, I'm about to make this proposal twice as enticing. Tomorrow morning, if you decide to come and share a steaming cup of coffee with me, I'll let you in on some important news in return. What do you say? Did I pique your interest?
You certainly did! I couldn't possibly say no to such an offer. I'll see you at Mei's coffee shop then. Oh, and by the way, thank you for the glass of rose wine. I liked it.
The wine you drink is pleasant as the company you enjoy it with. Never forget that.
Oh, nice. Then the wine must have been super delicious. Anyway, Satomi toasts in my honor as I leave my glass in the living room, bidding my host and her maids goodbye before exiting the apartment and heading it to mine. Show me the maids! Thankfully, this encounter was smoother than I anticipated. Satomi was in a good mood, and despite having been accused one more time, she answered with humor instead of spite. However, I must admit that her last invitation was odd, to say the least. Does Satomi have something planned? A girl like her never improvises. I'll find out when our favorite cat team cafe opens up tomorrow. And by that, I literally mean tomorrow. That's right, that's the end of the episode. The beginning of Sakura Bunny Girls 2 will be around 40 minutes long. It's good to be back. I know, I'm the weirdo that actually really likes Wincloud games. Yes, I really like them. What can I say? I think they are great. I know a lot of people are the other way around. But, well, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. I would say us. I mean, if you like doing something, playing something, reading something, watching something, whatever, you should really not be bothered by someone disliking on that stuff, basically. As long as it's not something like ridiculous, you know, that would hurt someone or, you know, basically have a negative impact, you know, really, you should not bother with caring. Just enjoy your stuff. Yeah. With that being said, that was a good introduction. Sadly, we did not get to spend any time with Yuka, but I imagine eventually we will meet up with her as well, and I'm looking forward to that, obviously. But yeah, we had Rico, we had Satomi, and Mei. I already said who, you know, if there is a fourth bunny around, I already said who it will be. If you listened carefully, you would know who I think it is, but you probably have the same feeling. And with that being said, I don't really have anything else to add. Tomorrow we'll find out what Satomi wants to reveal, what kind of information, and well, we'll progress from there. I imagine maybe if we get that piece of information, we'll actually meet up with Yuka and so on, but yeah. With that being said, let's end the episode. Tomorrow we shall continue. For now, you know, if you enjoyed, consider liking the video. If you're new around, consider subscribing. Maybe just this video will convince you to, you know, have a dive into Sakura games in general. If so, the first Bunny Girls is in the description, the playlist over there. The rest of Sakura games you would need to search for on the channel. Which, well, you don't have to search by videos, search by playlists. Literally every single game I played, which there were a lot, is on playlists. And so yeah, just search Sakura and YouTube should... I mean, on the channel, there is a search option on the channel, okay? Just type Sakura and it should pop you some videos and also the playlists and so on. Or, the other way around, look on the internet, you know, in general, Sakura games from Wincloud, and from there, those search in the channel. Yeah! There were a lot, okay? I played all of them. But yeah, with that being said, and me speaking way too long right now, let's end the episode. Hopefully you will join me tomorrow too. By watching those videos, obviously, your chances of running into a bunny girl increase. So, you know, stick around. And have a wonderful day. That's it for today. Bye-bye.